Hello and good evening. Welcome to Women on Top. Yes, it's all thing about women, everything feminine. I am Peace of Fuego Hudson, and I am with my good friend
Maria Nise. Welcome to Women on Top. And in French, we call bonjour, everybody.
Yes, bonjour. We are here to give you the tea on domestic violence. Our topic today is domestic violence. Yes, that word rings a bell. We are all familiar with it. But just in case you haven't heard about it or you have heard about it but you're not sure what it is, we're going to tell you about it.
Okay, we are here to educate you a little bit. I would say more about domestic violence. It's a taboo topic, and
Yes,
unfortunately, a lot of women, they don't talk so much about it. They keep it private. It's a shame, and we have to talk more about it. We have to be open. It's not your fault. So whatever happened. Now it's time to educate our women, to educate our kids what is domestic violence.
Absolutely.
So to give a definition of domestic violence, so the meaning of the domestic violence, it's an intimate partner relationship in which one person uses a partner behavior to maintain power and control over the other person.
Yes. So yeah, like she says, that's what it is. It's a relationship where one person uses deception or any other way, any means necessary in order to maintain power and relationship, in order to maintain power and control. Where one person basically calls the shots. And like I say, we're all familiar with this because I think in our country today, women are at a more disadvantage. I mean, we are being more abused than men. And don't get me wrong, men also do get abused. They are also prone to abuse. Mm-hmm. But I'm just gonna focus on the women a little bit because it's like Marie said. Yes, like Marie said, it's something that is shame-filled. Whenever that kind of stuff happens, we hear people saying, "Oh, what did you do? Oh, you talk too much." Oh, they always want to find an excuse in order to justify it. And I think we need to shed light on this topic because it's not okay. I think women need to be educated and empowered and to know that you don't have to accept this. And it's not okay. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about those red flags. Those little things that slip away. Those little things that we'll be thinking, oh my God, he cares so much, but they're red flags. That means when you see this sign, you need to run, and don't look back. I don't care how fine it is. I don't care what it is. When you see just a slight of this sign, maybe you're not sure, maybe you're sure. Well, we're about to settle that confusion in your mind. Yeah, and when we finish, we'll also give you a hotline to call. But yeah, why don't we give them those red flags and signs?
Okay. First, I would say when you meet your partner, he is very, very. He does not give you time. The person, like, I would say you will marry less than 2 months.
Yes, that's a good one. They're always in a hurry. Yes, that's a good one. They tell you, "Oh my God, I can't live without you."
Exactly. They're so in love, and
oh God,
unfortunately, those people they so charming, they so beautiful, and you feel like you find the perfect person. Oh God, they
say all the right things, do all the right things,
everything you want,
Yes,
exactly.
They're right behind. They seem to be the perfect person, super charming.
Yes.
Everybody like them, but but for some reason, even though they're all this charming and perfect, for some reason they can't wait.
Yes.
They're in so much hurry, and then that should make us think, why are they in a hurry? What are they hiding?
Exactly.
Oh, a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot, and you don't know until you get in it, and now you're trapped.
Exactly.
So yes, another sign would be, talking down to you. You meet your nice and shiny animal because they always come like that. Yeah. And before you know it, they start talking down to you. It's almost like nothing is ever good enough. You can never do anything right. They want to control everything. And when I'm talking about controlling everything. It's not necessarily big things, you know. It might be something so little as, oh, are you about to wear the dress out? Oh, I think you look better in this. It's almost like, I'm gonna give you an example, like apple and oranges. You might want an apple, and they're gonna be like, I think you should eat an orange. And you're like, I want an apple. And they're like, no, this orange is really good. It tastes good. You should eat this. Trust me. You know, you should. And, you know, they basically do not.
Control over your life. You can't make decision by yourself. And it's something that if you are an adult, so you're supposed to be able to take decision by yourself, you know. And I don't believe it's fair. It's very unfair. And a lot of people going through it, and nobody talk about it, unfortunately, especially the country that we live in. And it's hard for women in general. I want to tell women right now, we are with you, we're supporting you, and we are there to explain to you that you didn't do nothing wrong. So those people, they are broken human beings. So
yes, they are. They are super like broken. That's why, you know, they can't wait like normal human beings. You know, they feel the need to talk down to you. It's because they feel down about themselves.
Yes, they very
They feel crappy, so they can't wait to get another person feeling the way they are. So the next one is gonna be showing extreme jealousy. Yes. Really. I remember. Oh God, because okay, I'm gonna give you just a little bit of background about me. I was in a very abusive relationship, and I just now, when I mean just now, recently found the energy, and basically found, I want to say, had the balls to basically take my life back. You know, so yeah, I remember meeting my partner at that time, my ex-partner, and I remember getting out of a bus one day and seeing an old friend, and something just so simple as giving an old friend a hug. He got so mad. First of all, I didn't even know he was there. He appeared out of nowhere, and he was so mad. And I remember crying that day, wondering, what did I do? Yeah, this is one of the signs. Like, they show extreme jealousy over minor things, like little things. It's like, and this jealousy is basically a way of them putting things on you, so that way the focus is on you. You don't get to focus on them and really sniff them out, you know. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of the signs, extreme jealousy.
Yes.
You know, they make sure that they prevent you from going out to friends, stop you from seeing your friends, question you, try to check your phone, not just checking your phone, try to tag along with you everywhere you're going, so that they can keep an eye
and it
on you.
depends also, they have different type of behavior. For me, I'm a very strong-headed woman, and unfortunately mine couldn't control me, but he will use emotional on me, putting me down. And it's really sad, because if you don't have a high self-esteem, this can make you, some people, they will not be able to live it. They will just keep questioning, oh, what I do wrong. They will feel guilty, and you don't do nothing wrong. This person just want to be in control of you, you know. And since if you are a strong person, you know who you are, and you know you didn't do nothing wrong, you know what is right, what is wrong, what is a relationship, what is love. So they will try everything to find a way to control you, to make you believe something is wrong with you, you know. And
yeah,
you will be confused. As strong as I am, I was confused, you know. There was a point, emotionally abused, I would say it's harder than physical, because
I think you're both the same.
they both are the same. I wouldn't, it depends, you know, because for me it's the mental was stronger. I know it changed me. The person, when I look back, I'm not the same person again. It takes me time to teach myself to get back to the person that I was, you know. It is really, really hurtful, you know. If somebody hurts you, you have a scar,
wound.
You will forget about it with time, you know. But something who is in your brain, and you know, you kept thinking about it, and it's for me, it's mentally what was the hardest one, you know.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
it's depend of the person, and you know, it depends of each individual,
Yeah.
you know.
So another one would be try to control you as far as like financially, like they control every money that is spent.
Yeah.
Now for me, I didn't I experienced it, but not in that form. For me, it was like he wanted me to stay home. I couldn't work. And the way of him preventing me from doing that is I was always pregnant, so I couldn't work. And all the cards and all the debit card were in his name. Because, oh, another thing a little bit about Maurice's background and my background is that we are not from here originally. We're not from the United States. I'm originally Nigerian. I came here to go to college, and I met this guy that I thought was my Prince Charming. And like we said in the early days, so much of a rush. And I remember us moving in within 2 months. And at that point, I was 19 in college with a job. You know, I thought, oh my God, you know, this guy wants a family. That was what I wanted. You know, I thought we had the same goal, and I thought, okay, this is good, you know, why not, you know, do this, try this out, you know, get a family, you know, like do the right thing, you know. It's like I had all these dreams, and he seems to share the dreams with me. At that point, he seemed very supportive. So it wasn't until when I got in and got married and 2 kids in, and he wouldn't let me work, not in the sense of saying, oh, you won't go to work, but just slowly but surely, you know, since I had the kids, of course I had to make the sacrifice to keep the kids. And before you know it, 2 kids turning to 3 and 4, and you know, yeah, and you know, there goes the control and manipulation. And I know, Maria, I wanted you to tell a little bit of yours, because I know you had to ask him for every dime that you needed. Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I'm Haitian originally. I grew up all my life in France, so I moved here to learn English since I was 30, tourism. And I'm somebody very, very independent since I was 17 years and a half. So for me, I want a man to be independent. Of course, I want a successful man, like every smart woman wants.
Of course.
But at the same time, I don't need a man to take care of me. Like, I don't need a man to always give me every little money that I need. I don't know. I'm the kind of person, I have to be independent, you know. And he understood that, because I moved to this country by myself. I didn't know no English. I did learn the language. I was working part-time, going to school to learn English. And he was like, wow, I was very young. He was very impressed. You're very brave. You move in a country you didn't even know the language. You know, he was very surprised. And he understand that I was living in New York City, very happy. I'm new in the country. I was enjoying my life, you know. I said, wow, I love America.
Absolutely. I remember coming down here, and I came in through New York, and when I came, I said, oh my God,
You know,
I'm here.
I was the kind of girl who always go to
course.
fashion show, like having fun, meeting new people. You know, I was just unhappy person, loving, and this person I met just tried to take my life away. And
Yes.
that's what you feel, you know. And they make you believe, oh, I'm going to help you. You want a mentor. Anybody in life needs somebody to guide them, you know. Even you are the strongest person in the world, but you always need advice from other.
Of
And
course.
especially when my husband is a very educated person, and he was much older than I, and he from here. So in my head, I said, oh, this person could be there to help me, guiding me. But I didn't need a man to give me every penny. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a
but
strong woman. And he started to be like, I had a kid. Her plan was for me to go back to school and get my education done and try to open my business. But no, I ended up having babies. And yes, there's no problem having babies when you're married, of course.
Yeah.
But
You slowly begin to lose yourself.
Exactly.
And, you know, the moment the abuse starts, it's almost like you just get trapped in the house. I remember,
Exactly.
just being being a stay-home mom. At this point, this is where the next point comes in. You get cut off from all your friends, and it's not like it happened like, oh, you can't see your friend, but no, your friends slowly start to slip away because they occupy your whole mind. They want to be the only one that's important in your life. I remember waking up one morning and wanted to call and realize I didn't have none of my friends because he had created wedges, from, just in controlling my whole life, basically. Yep. My friends were pushed away and I had to lean on him. And what do you do when the person, you're leaning on is controlling and manipulating you? And for me, it got to a point where it got physical, like being physically assaulted while I'm pregnant and just basically just reckless and just so I want you to abuse, they just don't wake up one morning and start like physically abusing. Instead, there are little slow signs, like the little signs that happen, and before you know, you feel trapped. You're in a place where you can't even come out of. So yeah, these are like warning signs. There's some more warning signs. They try to prevent you from making your own decision. They want to control everything. Yep. It's almost like you're being minimized to so little. Your voice is not heard. They make all the decision because in their mind they feel that they know it all. And now most of these abuses are also narcissistic. So
yes, they are.
Which it's like basically impossible. It makes the whole thing hell. Yeah, and also, of course, they pressure you to have sex. Of course, no is not in their dictionary. They do not even understand what the word no is. They feel entitled. Yes,
she gets the Nigerian accent.
Yes, they feel
now.
entitled to everything. Like, how dare you not do what I want? I want sex now. I want sex. Since they're controlling all the finances and everything, it's like you feel trapped. You feel trapped. But I want you all to know that there's help out there. There is like a lot of help out there. And of course, when it gets more intimate, when it gets more intense, you start getting threatened. Your properties getting destroyed. I remember my husband ripping my clothes just because he thought that the dress was too sexy, and we get in an argument. He will rip my clothes, he will destroy photos, just like things like just to hurt me, like basically.
And also what I want to say that it's not only they abuse you sexually, because my husband, he wasn't like that. He has such a high ego, but it's like if you don't give them what they want, it's like it's the end of the world. And they're so impatient. Like I remember I will in the morning, I had a part-time job. I have to be in my job at 6:30 a.m. And so I have to be up by 4 something to prepare breakfast for my children, make breakfast for my husband, get my kids ready, get myself ready. It's a lot. And this person does not have any compassion for you. This person does not, they take you for granted. Nothing is worse than when you're giving all yourself and the person just like, you don't do nothing. And you're a shitty mom, you're a shitty mother. Oh, really?
Talking down, feeling entitled, exactly. Demeaning,
but the good thing about me, I knew I didn't have to prove him anything. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. First, I forgot about being a wife because I'm like, you don't want me, somebody else will treat me better. So I'm a mother and I'm doing my job, because when you bring kids in the world, you are responsible for it. So it's really, especially when you're not from here, they took so much advantage.
Of course, because we're so naive, and we have this ambition to want to do the right thing and all this drive. And you see them and you think that you're about to accomplish your dream with them. But what they do is they suck out all the air in you. They take away your joy. It's almost like they get mad when you're happy. Like it's like they want to be like your whole, if you're happy, they want to be your whole source of happiness. So if you're happy and it's not because of them, it's like trouble, basically. Like, this is,
Exactly.
this is where narcissism mixes with abuse. I mean, which, like, 99% of the time, it's always like that.
Yes, and it is honestly, I didn't know the meaning of narcissist since I met this person.
God.
Yes, English is not my first language. There's a lot of vocabularies. I'm not gonna lie. I have to Google to find out the meaning. I'm not like Miss Nigeria. Her first language is English. Unfortunately,
no, my first language is not English, but I had the privilege of being in London for a little bit, which I stole your language, of course.
So, to tell you that it was when I started. First of all, I started to tap on Google. Google was my best friend.
Oh, YouTube for me. YouTube.
No,
oh my God, YouTube.
First, it was Google for me, and tap like his reaction, the way he talked to me, and I saw narcissism. So I started to read the meaning of narcissism. So I went on YouTube. Oh my God! I said, no, this is a dream. It's not serious. I can't. And I said, it's the person that I'm living with, and no, I can't, and this person, you think this person is in love with you. One thing I want to tell you guys,
it's not love.
if you are in a relationship with a narcissist, unfortunately, malheureusement en français, in French, unfortunately, they can't fall in love with you.
No, they only care about themselves. They only care about themselves.
They like the way you made them feel like they important. They number one. They want you to forget about yourself, but they're not in love with you. And it's sad to hear it, but it's the reality. And you have to understand this person was playing a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game. I think that's what all abusers is always a game to them.
Yep.
It is like it's like having control. It's like it gives them so much high that they'll go to any lengths to do it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. They're willing to go to any length. And the funny thing is that when you see these people in public, they're always put together. My husband was so handsome, clean, very put, and very well spoken. They know how to become in public. That's how you know this is a control issue. Most people think that abuse is like an anger issue. No, people that have anger issue, they lose it anywhere. No, these people, they lose it. Yeah, these people is control. It's like they want to control everything but themselves, which is the only thing that needs control is actually themselves. They want to control everything outside of the situation. And if you know this life is not perfect, you cannot control everything, because if you try to control everything, you will go crazy. They want to be in control of everything, but the thing that they really need to be in control, which is themselves, they cannot do that. Yeah.
And they don't accept disagreement. They don't accept rejection.
No, that is like the worst. Oh God, when you reject them, they feel like an animal trapped. Okay. Oh, they charge.
Yes, I remember I had.
How dare you?
Yes, I remember I had my friends. She came on vacation in Florida, from friends, and my husband will drive me everywhere, and I'm the kind of person I can't. When I feel like somebody's doing everything for me, I feel handicapped. That's the way I am.
That's a good one. Same here. I feel handicapped. Hello, that's a good one.
Honestly, I like comfort, but I have to make my own comfort. You can give me the money, I will open my business. Thank you. But I don't need you to always give me $200, $500 to buy my shoes, because I can take this $200 and make thousands of
shoes. Yeah, I mean, for the first time, the shoes is fine, I thank you. But if I have to come to you every time I need a shoe, that's a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they first of all, they try to control you with money, with power, with material. So, gold digger, good luck. So, my friend came. And I was so happy I got my driver license. And I said, oh, it's a good, the kids were in daycare. So that's a good time to drive alone by myself. So I called my husband. He bought the car for me. The car's supposed to be for me, so I supposed to take my cars anytime. I said, you know what? My friend is there. I'm going to downtown Fort Lauderdale in Nassau. I'm going to drive. Because I always been nervous when he's there with his he's
Impatient
impatient.
self.
So he's like, no, you can't. It started to make me scared, there it's very crazy. People driving, it's a people in downtown, they drive really fast, they drive really crazy, and I'm like, it's okay. I was working in downtown, I know how they drive. I said, sometimes you have to let people make their own decision, learn from by themselves, make their own mistake. I said, yes,
Yeah.
I want to. My friend is there. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I have my driver license. I'm a grown woman. I moved to America by myself, so don't worry.
Yeah, I got this.
No, this, that. Like, he tried everything, but you know what? When he saw he couldn't succeed to make me change my mind, the man just stay over the phone to tell me, fuck you. And that's how they get to your nerves.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. They just, when they feel like, they're losing control, they just go
Exactly.
towards like insults. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
go towards like insult. That's like, their way of maintaining control. So right, we're going to tell people about different kind of abuse. I know you already know, but we're just going to reiterate and tell you the different forms of abuse. So we have physical abuse, of course. Most people are familiar with this, but in case you're not clear as to what it is, you may be experiencing physical abuse if you have experienced any of this stuff. So of course, physical abuse is when anybody touches you physically. If you are in an intimate partner relationship, when they touch you, intent to cause harm. It could be something as little as pulling your hair, down to something as big as punching you, slapping, kicking, biting, or choking. Now, I'm a woman. Unfortunately, I have went through this stuff. Basically, I have, but my ex-partner actually, punch me, hit me. Yeah, it was really like an intense time in my life. So yeah, if you have experienced that, is you're definitely being abused, and also when they don't allow you to sleep, they forbid you from eating or sleeping, taking away those fundamental privileges from you. That is definitely physical abuse. Hurting you, of course, with weapon, pistol whipping, using knives, or anything that they use to cause harm on you. Of course, kidnapping or preventing you from calling the police, blocking the doors, blocking ways, exit ways. Another one that they love, abandoning you in unfamiliar places. You could just be like dropping you in the middle of like nowhere.
This happened to me. That's the worst. And sorry for cutting you. I remember we were driving in the car, and we had an argument, and I'm a strong woman. In fact, I need a strong man by my side, a king, not a man who tried to control
Absolutely.
me.
I do believe that it takes a strong man to be gentle and submissive.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And this man, since he likes to be in control, and he will never be able to control Marie, so he just dropped me. It was like 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. outside, and I felt so hurt. So could you imagine? I didn't have my phone to call an Uber or to do anything. And at this point, I just wanted to leave this person. I'm like, it's hurtful, and I never been in a situation like this. So I was learning, and the reason I stay, it was for my children. Of course, when I don't believe in divorce, I never want to get married, because I feel like marriage is overrated.
I know, right? When I was younger, my mom used to think that I was this stubborn, independent. But she used to be like, you're never gonna be married. And so I think I got into this marriage to prove people wrong. But you were right. We were right all along.
You know what?
I still love now. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind getting married to the nice person. I'm a prize. I can't wait to find that man that's gonna grab all this. He's there, but I'm still open. Absolutely.
Yep. And the good thing about her and I, we had so much in common. So she is somebody very strong and very about business, and we just had this thing. We're so strong.
Thinking about when we met her.
Exactly. Oh my God. We just like, we started to talk
and we had
late.
like the same stories basically. And we were like, oh my God, like we have to share this story with people.
Yeah.
Now, do you know something? Back to that stuff about being dropped up in unfamiliar places. That has happened to me, but it backfired. I remember one time, getting into like one of those flimsy arguments. Of course, you know, he just like asked me to leave his car and he just like drove off. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm walking home like on a rainy evening, and then this car pulls up behind me, you know, and stopped to ask me if I needed. No, he actually did it in front or outside a grocery store. We got into it and he just left.
Oh my
so
God.
yeah, so I'm walking and this car pulls up and say it was late and said, oh, where you going? Do you need help? It was a lady. And I say, yeah, sure. I mean, my husband just basically abandoned me here. We came here to do grocery and we got into an argument and he drove off and left me. And she said, sure, I'll give you a ride and I'm gonna take you home. And she did that. And when we got there, she gave me her card. And when she gave me a card, you know, when I read the card, it wasn't until I got inside, of course, he's surprised to see me that I'm home, you know, so soon. And when I read the card, it was actually the councilwoman, the mayor.
Wow.
Yes. And of course, he was so mad. Of course. Like, yes. He was so mad. Yeah, that was really when I made it my mission, you know. But see, I still stayed instead of leaving. You know, that was, I still stayed. But I made it my mission that I thought that, you know, I could, you know, get over it. I'm a very like strong woman, because even in the midst of everything, I still had all this dream and this hope. I knew who I was, you know. Yeah, I caught myself staying for my children. Never do that. Do not do that, because I thought I was helping my children, you know, trying to give them a family, their mom and dad, but no, I was actually making it worse for them. So please, 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 please do not try to stay for the children thinking that you're trying to help the kids or give them a favor. No, you will be doing a whole lot better if you leave. Trust me, you'll be doing a whole lot better.
Unfortunately, especially I know some cultures, you know, I from the Caribbean, she from Haiti. Even I grew up.
No, I'm from Nigeria. I'm not sure. You said I'm from Haiti.
No. I said you. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I wouldn't mind though.
Oh my gosh, right.
Yeah.
So I'm from Haiti. She from Africa, Nigeria. So, and you know, we have this strong culture. Like when you're married, I know my parents. I don't believe in marriage, and everybody knows me that. All my friends, when they find out I was married, say, "Oh my gosh, Mary married this crazy girl." People know me. I'm the kind of person who will always. I love to have fun, and I believe in love. Don't get me wrong, you know. But I don't believe, and I'm somebody very spiritual. But when I look at marriage in America, I feel like marriage is a business.
It is. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There's still some people that
there's still some people
they are, you know, but it's more, it's more like a contract,
exactly.
kind of, yeah.
And you know what? And I'm like, if I don't need somebody to give me a ring or to sign a paper to prove that he loves me. And I don't, to be honest with you, I don't judge other, because I know it's something very spiritual too, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just me. I believe in love. And I told him when he met me, I said, I don't believe in marriage. But less than 2 months, he said he can't be with me without married me. That's his culture.
There always no hurry.
You know, they always had it.
There always no hurry from themselves. So you don't uncover the truth real fast and run.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another sign would be, of course, harming the children, trying to use the children, hurting the children in order to hurt you. Also driving recklessly because they're mad or dangerously when you're in the car, just to cause fear, you know, that intense fear, always want to keep you in that fight or flight mode.
That's me. I'm so scared when people driving.
Yeah, of course. And you know, because they know that you're so afraid they're going to do that, you know, of course, what a better way to hurt. Yeah. So, another one would be, of course, forcing you to do things that you don't want to do. Things like substance abuse, drug or alcohol, especially if you already had a problem with it. If they know that that's your weakness, they're
That's
very
a
famous for using that.
ladies.
But if that's your weakness, they're very famous for using that because, of course, like we said, they always want control. So it's by any means necessary, they'll try to get at it. So the next one would be...
The next one will be emotional. So most emotional abuse, they calling you names, insulting you continually, criticizing you. And
there's nothing is ever enough.
You know what? This is the one I've been through, and I'm the kind of person, I don't have time even for my friends. I don't fight with insult. Everybody who knows me, even my best friend, I think I call her a bitch. Oh, she called me a bitch once when I was 16 or 18 and we didn't talk for 3 months. You understand? And when she called me, we would cry over the phone. Words are powerful to me.
Absolutely. And to everyone.
And it was really hard for me that somebody will just call you name for no reason, and they will refusing to trust you and acting jealous or possessive, trying to isolate you from family or friends. That's this one too. I deal with it because I had family from friends from New York, from in Haiti. He will break my phone when I'm talking to my friend because
same too. I went through that one too.
Like, what
I did.
Is wrong with
you? Just control.
Exactly. You find me with my friends, with my family. Yeah. So and no, this is not the way he's supposed to be. You have to accept people the way they are.
Like when he sees me on the phone, literally with my family, or just me having a good time or laughing, his face just changed. The edge, when I see him, the air just changed. You could already tell. It's like, it's almost like you cannot be happy without them. Like I say, control. They always have to have that power and control. And anything that threatens it is like, they will fight so aggressive and just to have that power and control.
Yes, and I know monitoring you where you go, who you call and who you spend time with. And unfortunately for me, I didn't have any friends when I was in Florida. I felt lost in a big house.
Me too.
I felt lonely.
Yes,
and I'm the kind of person who always had I always have friends, and I love people. I love being around people. I'm a friendly person, and it was just hard. And you started to not trusting people.
Yeah, because
everything is about your husband.
Yes,
everybody's jealous of you. That's what they make you believe
and make you think. They always say that. Yeah, it's
people want to break your family. And when you are a family person, you have to be careful. But don't take everybody going to destroy your family.
No, because this is your insecurity. That makes them think like that. Yeah.
And they demanding to know where you are every minute.
Oh yeah, calling you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times just to know. Yeah.
Trapping you in your home or preventing you from leaving. I remember that I had an argumentation with my husband overnight, so I planned to go to Balabur. There's a nice mall there, and I said I just want to get a fresh air. I want to be alone,
Yeah.
So I called my nanny and I told her if she could come to babysit the kids because I've been home all the time. So I need to be. Sometimes you want to be alone. You don't need to be with husband, or you just want to take a break. Yeah. To be alone.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to go out, and my husband went to work, and I think he was watching me because we have nanny's camera, but it's supposed to be for nanny, but it becomes for adult.
Oh God!
So you know what? My husband played like he didn't feel well. Oh, I feel really bad. He called me, and me as an empath.
Of course, yeah.
I have to work on it. I always put people first. I always want to help. I always want to fix people. You can't.
No, you can't.
You have to think about yourself first before you help others. And I give up on my plan. I say, "Oh, can I send you on Uber? Are you okay? And you know what?
What?
He told me he sent me on Uber to come to him, and he was fine. Take me out. He just didn't want me to go by myself.
Oh my
And I didn't
God.
see that, and
Yeah.
even my nanny, she told me he didn't like my nanny also. She said, she saw it, she came. He didn't like any of my nannies because
Of course. It's a threat.
yes,
It's a
she said
threat.
your husband is a controller. She saw it. When I can't talk to her, I can't, like, it's not like I can talk to her, it can't stop me, but he will be upset. You're just talking to this lady. Yes, this lady is helping me with my children. She's a member of the family. What is wrong with you? Respect people. And yeah, so what else?
Yeah, I think another one is that gaslighting. Whew.
Yeah.
Gaslighting, that's the one where whenever you try to talk things out or whenever you bring up a concern, they make it look like you're crazy.
Yes.
Instead of actually addressing the issue, they turn into like a big argument, because the worst nightmare of a controller and abuser is catching them on the spot.
Yeah.
Like asking them questions when, catching them when they have done wrong, and just instead of admitting or accepting that they're wrong, when they feel backed up, it's like they turn into like a big old argument, like just blew up, unnecessary, and tell you that you're crazy, you're seeing things and stuff, anything just to get out of being accountable, anything.
And they blaming you, and that's the saddest thing ever.
Oh God.
I'm the kind of person, if I made a mistake, I will be the first person to say I'm sorry. I think as an adult, and especially when you're a parent, a good parent, you teach your kids how to be apologetic. You made a mistake, the first thing to do, I'm sorry. It's and this person will be there blaming you for
flip it around, or turn it like 180, like just turn it around on you.
That's the problem with narcissist people.
And abusers. Yes. It's like a power and control thing. They always have to have that. So anything that threatens it, they will fight to the nail in order to keep the power and control.
And you feel, honestly, I felt so confused. I said, am I in a movie? What's going on?
Like a dream.
I'm in a
you look in the mirror, I can't recognize who you are. Exactly. Like I remember when my husband met me, I was super cheerful, like really happy. My name is Peace, and I bring that with me. Yes, everywhere I go, like you could see the peace of the Lord on it. And he made sure that he tried to suck everything out. Like at one point, it got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. And I had changed. I just started yelling. That was just my defense mechanism. And I looked at myself and I said, no, I cannot continue doing this. I have children, 6 children at that time. I cannot continue doing it. So I had to make a decision.
And yes, and one thing I want to say about Peace. Peace is the strongest woman I never ever met.
Oh, am I right?
I thought I was strong, but I find somebody that's stronger than me, and I have a lot of respect for you. And we are together in it, and we support each other, and I know we're gonna do it. We're gonna make a
our
change.
mission is to educate women, not just educate women, but give them resources. We might not be able to give them financial resources. I mean, hopefully that's our ultimate goal, but give them resources. Something so little as identifying where you are, where your point, making sure that you're in the right relationship, support, everything that you would need to know to be powerful as a woman that you are, because I believe that the feminine energy is the most powerful energy. Women are powerful. Yes, oh my God, we do it all. I mean, men are powerful too. Men are powerful too.
Men,
men are powerful. I'm not gonna say who's sure. I think you're both strong. I believe I'm stronger than a man though. But I love men, but I think that women is women has been like, they're like, I feel like they're not given respect as they ought to do. They're not, giving the due and honor as they ought to do. Like when they want to define a powerful woman, they want to define you as to all the bad things that you've been through, like all the crap that you've taken for a man. For instance, you see post on social media that says, oh, when a man wants to give you credit, oh, I love my wife, she's been there through, I've cheated so many times, she took me back, I've been through, jails and all that, and she was there. No, what about a strong woman being a woman that didn't take your crap? Because I think that is a strong woman, not a woman that babysits you while you go ahead, and drag her through the mud, and because she stayed through the mud, then she's a powerful woman.
Correct.
No, and absolutely not.
You don't need that. You don't, because I don't have time to waste my time waiting for a man who going to come out from jail. I'm sorry. No,
Oh,
I'm serious.
I know.
I'm going
I
to
did that. I got tired. I
No,
mean, it's like
don't have
I got
time for
tired.
it.
It's
I need a man
draining. It's
that's-
draining. This is with my husband. Like I took it. It's draining. It's not
Yes.
worth it. It's draining.
wasting
That's
your
why I had
time.
to walk. I had to walk. Like it got to a point. It was just me and my kids, and it didn't matter that I had a lot of kids. I'm like, I'm walking. I'm 28 with 7 children, but I took this. I'm walking.
Yes,
you know, like
yes,
my
baby.
name, the peace sign up. I'm gone. I've had enough.
Yes, so you need a man that you can grow with. You need a man that you can guide or who can guide you. Not somebody who will
Drag you down.
Drag you down.
Yes.
You know, not somebody. If I cannot grow with someone, I can't be with you, because I didn't come to America to be
To count the bridges, because there's a lot of bridges here.
everybody who comes to America, they have a dream.
You have a dream.
And
You can
I
win.
You know, I have the American dream too. You know, I left France. I go stay in France making babies, and in France they're helping more than America. I will have my house. The
No, I can't say the same. I mean, America, there's a lot of help, a lot of opportunity. There is. I really love it. Yeah.
So you know, so that was in my dream. Of course I want
like-
to have a family, but I want
yeah.
to be an independent woman also.
Yes.
What is wrong being a
I say
wife,
young gr-
being a mother, and being an independent woman, a career-oriented woman?
Absolutely.
You know? And I couldn't be this
Yeah,
person.
I say, young woman. I'm sorry. As a young woman, I came here with all this dream. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to come to this country.
Yeah.
Like I thought this country was really, really amazing, and I still think so. Like I came here to, to fulfill my dreams, and I'm not gonna let no man in his insecure and controlling ways take that away from me. So I encourage everybody. If you out there, every woman that's out there going through this, even men, if you're going through this, nobody's worth it. Nobody's worth your liberation. I ask you to take that step. Yeah, it's gonna be hard at first, but it's too rewarding for you not to try at all.
Yeah.
It is too rewarding. Freedom feels good, and I really want everybody to feel it, like liberation. So I'm gonna go to the next topic under the different kind of abuse, which is gonna be sexual abuse. So sexual abuse, it comes in many ways. Some people think it's just rape. Rape is part of it too, but there are other stuff, little things that might slip away, because if you're experiencing any of these, please, you need to go. So one of them will be forcing you to dress in a sexual way. There's nothing wrong being sexy. I love being sensual. Ooh, love. I am skinny with this good curve, and I love showing them. But when a man forces you to do that, now there's something wrong. You should want to do that according to your own will. When they force you to do that for your own desire and your own exaltation, yeah, there's something wrong. You are being abused. Another one will be insulting you in sexual names, like calling you names. You already know what the names are. Whores, all the names just to make you feel down. Yeah, or, probably like just any name that they can get, any name in the book that they can use to make you feel down, like they wouldn't hesitate. And another one, of course, forcing you to have sex with them or their friends. Some men actually do that, like they force you because, of course, abuse and control. They want things when they want it, and God forbid you say no. So if you say no and they still go against your wish, that is forcing. No means no. And if they do that, you are being abused. And please do call the abuse hotline, which I am going to give to you at the end of this program. Another one, of course, demanding sex when you're sick and tired. Let's say you've been at home all day with the kids, or you're under the weather, but of course they always want their way. They force you, like, oh, I got you got the favorite, oh, you got to take care of your
Not
business
me,
or
baby.
something. Yeah, I know, right?
For you, oh no.
I know. See, the thing is, I think my husband got away with it because I'm like a naturally sexual person. So I do. I'm like that's why I have a lot of babies. Yeah. Oh, please get out of here. I'm a very sexual person. But of course, if they're making you do it against your will, then yes, you are being abused. And please get help. Do not stay in that relationship one more minute. It's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. Oh, these people people say, oh, they change, or they do not change. Oh, they change, all right. They do not change. They change for the worse. It doesn't get better. It gets worse. Another one, of course, like I told you, involving people in sexual activity against your will. Of course, getting your friends, bragging to your friends how good you are, and even bringing them to come have sex with you and forcing them to have sex with you, and forcing you to prostitute yourself and stuff like that.
Crazy.
It is happening. happening. It is happening all over the world.
Yeah, I saw it.
And the
I
thing
heard
is,
it now. I've met a lot of women. Actually, we are working with a domestic violence. We're taking lesson classes from a domestic violence place. So we're learning for it. And one thing I want to tell people too: domestic violence abuse is not on. It's abuse does not discriminate.
No, it doesn't.
So
it doesn't.
You can be white, you can be black, you can be purple.
It happened,
you know,
and it doesn't even matter like your socioeconomic background. You could be rich, poor, advanced country, third world country. It happened. It is common. This is one thing that all women share in common, and even men too. But I'm using women because we are more likely to be abused than men. You know, in a society that undermines women and undermines femininity, we are more like we are at a great disadvantage. So I want us to be aware, because I believe that if we have knowledge, we can empower everybody. Like, knowledge is power. Like, please pass it on, you know. And of course, if you know someone that is being abused, ask them to get help and give, you know, try your best. You know, you might not be able to help them financially, but do whatever you can in order to help them take a step out of that situation.
And also, I want to say, you have to follow sometimes what you feel. You know, I know my friends, when I was going through this trouble in my relationship, and unfortunately my friend has a different vision comparing to me, you know. And I'm the kind of person, if you hurt me with words and I can't open myself to you, you know, but like everybody is different, you know. So I couldn't have sex with my husband for like years. And I know people will, when I talk to it about my friend, she will be like, but you know, it's like you open the door for your husband to go have sex with another woman. I'm sorry, a man, and I'm still believe it, and I will not change the way that I think. So I believe that a man's supposed to respect his wife. Of course, there's no perfect relationship. We should do the same too. A woman supposed to respect her husband. So I don't believe that to keep my husband, he can just call me prostitute while I am home taking care of my children, taking care of my home, taking care of him, and respect him, never go having fun with anybody outside, and disrespect me, calling me name, abuse me, and at night I'm going to give him sex to keep him. You can't keep somebody. I'm going to tell you that. You cannot keep somebody. If sex cannot hold a man, okay? If the person wants to, whatever he wants to do, he will do it. So you have to have control over yourself. You have to have respect for you. You're not going, because that's the, and I think this person knew he couldn't break me. And he said it. He will tell his friends, oh, my wife is stronger than me mentally.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So if you don't feel it, don't force yourself.
No, and yes, and if they force you, and if they force you, you're being sexually abused. Yeah, absolutely. So another one would be of forcing you to watch pornography. If pornography is not your thing, and they're forcing you to do it, no, that is totally wrong. That's abuse. Purposefully trying to pass sexual transmitted disease to you. Yeah, they know they have it. Yeah, of course, you know, they go out and they get it because you're cheating, and then they pass it on to you. That is sexual abuse. Another sexual abuse is something else, sexual coercion, which is the one where they try to emotionally manipulate you or make you feel like you owe them something, you know, because you're in a relationship with them. Like Marie say, I remember, my husband's favorite verse would be, a man cannot a wife should not withhold sex from the husband. I'm like, you're very funny.
I had a lot of friends who told me the same, and in the Bible, you know, I knew you can't do this if your husband is destroying you. What is love? You have to feel
feel it. Yeah, it's not just an action word. It's not just,
Exactly.
it's not just a word. It's action. How can you say you love me, but I don't feel nothing?
And
Really?
the country that I came from, people, they know how to love. You know what? We will be on the trend. If you never went to Paris, you should visit Paris.
That's the city of
We
love.
love to kiss. On the train, we will give hugs. So I'm not going to let a man change the way I think about love. Love is love. So you're not going to abuse me, and I'm just going to open my legs to you.
Oh, and of course, when you say showing affection, I'm not talking about the one just on Facebook, because I have a lot of photos on social media that, he's kissing on me, but behind closed doors, I'm like suffering like so much abuse. So no. Another one would be, of course, giving you drugs and alcohol, sneaking it into your drinks, just to loosen you up, so that they can have their way. That is sexual abuse. If you did not give them permission, if you did not do that, that is abuse. And I think you should please report it by calling the National Domestic Hotline. Another one too, playing on the fact that you're in a relationship. Yeah, say telling you that, sex is a way to prove your love to me. How can you say you love me, but you can't give say, oh God, we already know this is one of the tricky way, manipulative way they try to get the way. And of course, continue to pressure you even after you say no, like they don't understand what NO means. Like seriously, trying to pressure, just trying to get their way. Again, power and control. They won't give up unless they feel like they are in control.
Yeah.
Making you feel threatened and afraid, as to what they might do if you say no. Like I say, that is abuse. And please make sure you tell someone. Even if you cannot call the hotline, tell someone. But you can call the hotline and stay anonymous. Tell someone. And trying to normalize the sexual expectation, making you think that it's okay. Like the favorite word, and a man has needs. I needed a man. Okay, man has to go take care of your needs.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I have needs too.
I have needs too. Hello, for real.
Human beings, so you
I
cannot
know,
just say,
for real.
amen.
Yeah.
We both have,
Yeah, and another one we're gonna talk about is gonna be financial abuse.
Yes,
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, financial abuse. That's gonna be our
And this happens a lot for staying at home mom.
Yes,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
And, they're giving you an allowance and closely watching how you spend it, or demanding receipts for purchases. And even if it's not their money, believe it or not.
Yeah, for real. Oh yeah, they take your checks and stuff. I haven't had that one happen, but I know it happens. I've spoken to women.
Happened to me.
Oh wow.
I always been I'm the kind of person, I don't let people control me. So, and even with money, you can't, baby. And so when I was staying at home mom, I decided to go back to work part-time. And so when I'm spending my money and you buying this, you don't need it, but I'm a woman, there's things that I need you don't know,
Exactly.
and it doesn't even if it's not their money, it's just the control, the power. They have to have control over you.
Yeah.
They placing your paycheck in the bank account and denying you access to it. This one, I don't know about it, and I think he knew he cannot do that to me too.
Yeah, but I've spoken with women that actually went through it. It happens every day. Like, this is real. It happens every day.
Yes, I know people in my family.
Yeah,
This happened.
it
Actually,
happens
the
every
woman will go to work, and the man will just go pick up her check, and forbidding you to work or limiting the hours that you can work.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I remember when I was working, I love this job, but my husband would be like, this is too far, or you should work this time to this time. And he will work in like till 10 p.m.
all day.
or I don't know, he will work all day. So
Yeah.
it's not fair.
Yeah.
And I understand, as a mother, of course, you want to stay home spending time to your kids, but I love enjoying my kids. They are number one in my life, but also at the same time, you want to be able to, if your kids need to buy something, not only the dad can afford it, the mother has to be able also to help out. That's how I feel it. But I feel like staying at home mom is not a decision a man should take by himself.
No,
Both of you should You know,
Yeah, I think it should be the woman's decision, because you're the one staying at home. If you should do that solely if that benefits you, not because you should be the one making sacrifice for the family. No, absolutely.
Maxing out credit cards in your name without permission, or not paying the bills on credit cards, which could ruin your credit score. Yes, I wouldn't surprise. Stealing money from you or your family and friends. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is like control. It's really deep. As far as the one of the stay-at-home mom, yeah, I remember family members from his side trying to tell me, father-in-law trying to tell me, oh, you should somebody needs to stay at home. I call those, the flying monkeys. Yeah, yes. They seem to have, they seem to be the spokesman. Yeah, seems to be the spokesman, and seem to know. You go to them for advice, but they turn your confidence in them and try to use it to help them in manipulating situation.
I remember that I decided to go back to school when I gave birth to my son, and my mother-in-law was like, oh, no. She was okay for me to go to school. So since English is not my first language, I know I have to work harder than an American, So I will go to the library till late. But I didn't forget about my family. I cook during the weekend. When I have time, I take care of my family. And my husband, who told me, he was supportive of me going back to school. But when he saw everything is doing good, I started to pass my classes, and he started to say, don't forget you are a wife and a mother too.
Yeah, you can do it as long as you don't get successful,
So, and you have to be...
Yeah, they want you to win, but they hope you lose. Yeah.
It's so weird. I was so confused. I thought this person wants me to be something good, but once you are on your way to succeed and something, they will stop you.
Of course, and something always happens. Yeah.
His family, they will try to manipulate me. You don't need to go to work. He will give you everything. No, that's a personal decision.
Yeah, and also, the last one here would be digital abuse. And this is when they tell you who you can and can't be friends in your social media accounts, try to control it, have your emails passed. So sometimes they even go posting stuff on your social media and stuff, push you down in their status, try to, of course, post your arguments on,
wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had, this one, happen to me. He basically put some really nasty stuff about me, which I will go into some later, episodes. Of course, another one today, they send your explicit photo and publish it, they try to put your explicit photo online in order to cause you shame and control you and embarrass you, just to use as a tool as a weapon of control, pressure you to send, explicit videos so that they can have something against you. And of course, they use that to control you, and manipulate you. Insist, steals your password or break into your account. Oh, this one, constantly text you, make it to a place where you cannot even concentrate because they're just constantly texting you back and forth. Just a way to control you even though they're not there. Look through, check your phone, of course, to see if there's anyone texting you, answering your phone calls and just basically violating your phone and disrespecting your privacy.
So private about their
phone. Of course, they sleep with your phone close to them. Yeah, they control. They want to. So yeah, like I said, I mean, you do not deserve to be disrespected. If you're experiencing any of these, please let someone know.
Talk to
talk to a trusted friend or relative. Call the national domestic hotline.
Which is 1-800-799-SAFE-7233.
Yeah, and also, like I said, please call this number 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233. There's always an ear to listen to you. Please, you're not alone in this. Maria and I, we are talking from experience. We have been through this, and we're making it our mission to empower and enlighten people, shed light on this topic, because it's a topic that's full of shame, embarrassment, it's taboo. I mean, we hear it a lot. You know, we think it's like some movement or something. No, this is real. This is happening to anybody, friends, auntie, uncle, even the person down the street, a neighbor, somebody that you don't even know. Like, a lot of people are going through this, like,
and
through this.
You think they are the perfect family, and you know, it's sad because there's a lot of people, they're going to starve, but because of how the world put the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
you know?
programming. So program. They think that this is what it's supposed to be. It's generational. They see this happening, they think it's okay, and they continue. So please let us break the cycle.
Yeah.
So do you have anything to say? I think
one thing I want to say, don't ever let somebody tells you that you're supposed to do with this way, you know, and don't let somebody judge you. Only God can.
Only God can.
You know, and nobody knows you really well. You know, even you, sometimes you don't know yourself. You learn from yourself. You know, God. I never let somebody judge me. I don't care what you think about me. I know who I am, and God knows who I am. So you didn't make the person like the way he is, and
they're already like that. Do not blame yourself.
Not going to fix them.
You can't fix them. Just leave.
Longer you stay, worse he will get. Only if the person wants to get help. Yeah. If they're searching for help. But if it's a narcissist, forget it. Because they don't know they're doing something bad. No. They always need to be in control. They always need to put somebody down. That's the way they are.
Way they can function.
And blaming other person. So longer you stay, more damage you're gonna.
Yeah, and another thing to also understand too, is not hard to leave. I mean, not hard. I mean, it's very hard to leave. Forgive me. It is. This will be one of the hardest thing you do. It's very life changing, but trust me, it's very rewarding in long term. You know, and it's not easy. And I understand, because I have been through this. I'm not like going through a script or anything. No, I am going through personal experience. You know, people always say, "Why did you stay so long?" No, do not beat yourself up. You did. You know, you tried what you can, you know, as long as you're able to remove yourself from the situation. It doesn't matter when, as long as you do it. Of course, the sooner the better. You know, the sooner you do it, the better, you know, the sooner you can start living a better life. But no matter how long you have tolerated it, you don't have to continue. Just take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Before you know it, you're going to start seeing the reward. It is going to be very rewarding. So I'm going to leave you with this. Stay positive and believe that you can do it. You got it. We are strong. You are strong. You got it inside of you. Even though you can't see it, you don't feel it, it is in there. And I want you to tap into it. Tap into it. And of course, if you have any comment, feedback, feel free to send that to us. And we will see you next time again with more exciting topic on
women on top.
Yes, women on top. Either way, we're always on top. All right, bye-bye now.
Bye.